guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another cooking video. So today my mom and I are working together. We're actually in her kitchen and we're going to be sharing with you some of her best holiday recipes, which I think would pretty much fill a book. If you guys don't know, my mom actually has her own channel and I will be linking it below. She does post kind of at random, right?
Random.
Anyways, so she has so many recipes just from years of doing catering events and things for family and friends. She did all of me and my brother's weddings, and she definitely needs to write a cookbook, I think. So today's recipes are definitely more at an easy skill level, wouldn't you say? We're kind of...
I would say we're going to try to keep it that way so that you understand.
Yes, yes. And also we will tell you what alternative tools you could use if you don't have a stand-up mixer and things like that. And there is one recipe here that's been really highly requested that I had done a while ago, probably over a year ago.
I think so.
Something like that, and that is my mom's sticky buns. They are, in my opinion, the absolute best, and they're relatively simple to do once you understand how to do them.
They are.
So we're going to be showing you that. We're also going to be having some savory things today, things that you could easily make for family and friends or enjoy at a gathering. So I think that we're ready to go. Cheers. Let's get started. If that's what you're planning to do this holiday season for whoever you're celebrating Christmas with. My mom had a couple tips for you guys when you're planning out your board. So she said you want to use at least 8 different items, and you also want to think down the line of things that would be sweet and things that would be salty, even going down the spicy alley if you like things like that.
fruit, cookies, I mean, you name it. You can really put together a lot of things. And I think the more that you have on the board, the more interesting it looks and the more fun it is to eat. Dips are also a great thing. And then another little tip she had for you is to make sure that you use things that are different sizes. So you have the small blueberries, you can use salted nuts, and then larger cookies or different slices of meat and folding them different ways. Just have a lot of fun with it and make it your little art project. Something else I love about this idea is you can go ahead and make a bunch of the ingredients yourself to put together your board, or you can simply pre-purchase a lot of things and nobody will ever know because it looks so homemade and so put together. Okay, so on to those famous sticky buns. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to put together 4 cups of very warm water along with 2 tablespoons of yeast and 1 tablespoon of your sugar. You're just gonna let that sit and kind of let it get a little bit bubbly looking. My mom said that she does sometimes stir it around just a little bit while it's activated. After your yeast is activated, you want to add in your cup of softened salted butter, and then you're going to whisk up 4 room temperature eggs and dump those in as well. Next, you will start mixing. Now, you can do this by hand, and my mom said that the best thing to do by hand is start out with a wooden spoon, and then as the dough gets thicker, use your hands in a bowl. So it's easy to do by hand. You don't have to have a mixer, but a mixer does make it go a little faster. So now she's adding in about, she said 7 cups of flour. You're also going to want to add in your 1 cup of instant potatoes, and I think that's the secret ingredient in this, to be honest with you. I feel like that's what makes the dough so yummy. And you're just going to keep adding and allowing the mixer to mix together. She said since she does have a stand-up mixer, after about 7 cups, she switches to her hook, which you're going to see here in a minute, her dough hook, and it just helps to mix things a little bit easier. After that, she adds in the rest of the flour. You're also going to want to make sure that your salt is in there, your sugar, all of the dough ingredients are mixed in with this. And then whenever it's kind of pulling away from the bowl, or if it's getting a little bit firmer as you're mixing it with your hands, that's whenever she gets it out of the bowl and kind of combines it a little bit and then puts it in the bowl to rise. You want to cover it up. She likes to use saran wrap. Some people use a dish towel, but I know my mom has used saran wrap for years whenever her bread dough or any type of dough is rising. And you'll just want to go ahead and set it on your stovetop as your oven preheats. Now to make the sticky part, you're going to take a 13 by 18 pan, and this recipe actually makes 2 of them, and you're going to put a stick of butter on the pan and throw it in the oven, let it melt up a little bit. Once it's melted, pull it out, and you're going to put your brown sugar all over the bottom of the pan. Dough is rising is you're going to make your frosting for the top. So you're going to put together your powdered sugar, your vanilla, butter, and water until it's combined and looks nice and creamy. Once your dough looks a little puffy, and my mom said that it doesn't have to rise a whole lot. She said this dough is pretty forgiving. You can go ahead and take the cover off and divide the dough in half. We're going to give you a couple ideas of what you can The first pan she did in kind of the traditional manner, and then this pan we did something a little bit special. I know she does this around the holidays where she'll just get a can of pie filling. You can use blueberry, which you'll see in a second, cherry, strawberry, whatever you want to use, and she kind of twisted them a little differently just so that they could hold the pie filling. And then she wanted to put together these crocks that she had picked up for some friends to be able to pass out some of her delicious sticky buns as gifts. So I think this is such a great idea. And again, she went ahead and twisted them in, I don't know, a little, not so much a roll, but a like I said, I had to include this footage that my mom did because when it comes to food, my mom is honestly a genius. She just has a way of making food and art, and I love it so much about her. She just does such an excellent job, especially whenever she's working at events. So this was an event that she did, and she filmed it, and she said, oh, you should show them the huge charcuterie board that was requested for this event. So it was literally the size of a table. As you'll see at the end, it's just huge. So